Yo, family, welcome back to another rap Game of Thrones RGOT. Man, let's get straight into it, man. Oh, before we do, hey, hit that like, hit that notification bell, leave comments, all that great stuff. My new page, man, my new podcast. Appreciate all the love, the support, all that good stuff. So let's get into it, man. Dolph Case Closed. Cooperation equals lesser time. All right, let's just call a spade, man. What would you do? Would you cooperate? We gon' get into it, man. You know, because obviously the no snitching policy in this rap Game of Thrones, people ain't living by that. When your life is on the line and that pressure is on, hey, you gonna get to singing, man. And like I keep saying, well, you know, probably not on this platform, but I have said many times, man, the no snitching policy only applies to the flunkies. All right? That's who it was made for. Okay, it was made for the flunkies. Why? Because the flunkies be sent out on the crash dummy missions for the bosses. All right. And if you get caught, you bet not say nothing. Okay. The no snitching policy was only made for the flunkies. All right. The shooters. Okay, the ones that would take a few thousands or multi-thousands of dollars, right, or $7,000s, right, to go out and do a hit. If you get caught, you're not supposed to say something. You're not supposed to say nothing. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's just the way it is, man. This been going on, you know, since the beginning of crime. All right. Because it be beefs that be going on, wars that be going on, you know, if it's the mob, if it's, you know, gang wars, even little neighborhood wars. The boss would not normally get off his throne, so to speak, or come out of his rank, and he would just give it to an underboss or, you know, a little lieutenant or, you know, a little capo or until it get buffed down and bumped down to a flunky. You know, a flunky go out and handle the dirty work. And that's what this be. You know, it's never designed for the big boss man, which is running the operation. If it's music, if it's drugs, if it's whatever ring or whatever business you in, and there's conflict involved and things get dangerous. Okay, it's not designed for the boss to lose power, revenue, to pretty much sink the corporation, sink the company, sink the drug business. It never was like that. It's always the flunky that goes down. Okay, that's what it is. All right, just like the Gucci Mane situation. Okay, you had Pooh Shiesty, you know, say, hey man, bump this, man. You know, I'm about that gangster life. I'm about that thug life. I'm finna go see about this. All right. He went in there and did what he did. Okay, he was thinking that Gucci Mane was gonna stand on the no snitching policy. But guess what? Gucci Mane ain't a flunky. He's not, you know, the little guy. Okay, he's the CEO of a corporation in a company. All right. So even though he made a lot of the no snitching policy, because he from the street, he didn't have to stand on it. And you're gonna see that. You know, you're gonna see a lot of them pretty much get out the situation. All right, like, you know, Big Jook, he's you know, dead. Okay, that was pretty much the only tie with Yo Gotti. you know. So it's pretty much getting cleaned up because major key people that was in this or maybe involved in this, allegedly, right, is not a factor. Okay, this how it works. All right, you got Hernandez Govin, right? They were saying he was the mastermind behind this stuff. He got off. So what do it leave? Who do it leave? The flunkies, right? So when the flunkies get on stand, they say, or get into the interrogation room, or the lawyers and things that was either appointed to them or however they obtained a lawyer, right? They say, hey man, take the plea. So pretty much one beat the other one to the plea because, one thinking that the other one is still going by the no snitching policy. And that don't be the case, guys. All right. Justin Johnson, the verdict on him, found guilty of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and being a felon in possession of a firearm, sentenced to mandatory life in prison for the murder, plus an additional 35 years for conspiracy and 15 years for the firearm. Okay? So he getting all this time, bro. He might as well hang it up. It's a wrap for him. His conviction was upheld by the Tennessee Court of Criminal Appeals. It's a wrap for him. Okay? It's over. It's over for this guy. All right? And you got Cornelius Smith. This is the one that took the plea. He hurried up and took the plea. Verdict pleading guilty to the lesser charge of second-degree murder in exchange for his cooperation and testimony against his co-conspirators. Sentenced to 20 years in the Tennessee Department of Corrections. See? This what happened. All right? Ain't nobody going by the no snitching policy once they get the flunkies in there and they see everybody else getting off. All right? And they can't get the boss. They want the big boss. That's who they want. Okay? But, all right, you got money, you got power. You probably said, hey man, y'all better not tell. Hey man, we know where your mama live. We know they can tell on each other, but they cannot tell on the big bosses. Point blank, period. All right. So, hey man, the no snitching policies has always been for the flunky. It's gonna always be for the flunky. And there you go. Case closed. All right. Don't be a flunky, man. All right. Don't get involved with this street life, this gang life. Somebody say, hey man, hey, I got 1,000, 10,000, 20, 30,000 on somebody's head. Don't take the bait, bro. Don't take the bait. It's not worth it. Because you going up against detectives that's trained. All right. You're going up against the government. These indictments and stuff like that, man, they have 98% chance of winning and stuff like that, bro. You're not going to make it. All right. So I'm going to get a couple scripts and I'm going to be up out of here. And if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing and is a witness, whether he have seen or known of it, if he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity. Leviticus chapter 5, verse 1. So if you see something, say something, bro. Or that all that iniquity and sin gonna fall on you. If you in this situation, right, bump what they talking about in these streets. You want to make sure your spirit right. All right? Make sure your soul right with the Most High God. Okay? Because obviously they are not even abiding by the street laws. They ain't abiding by the street code, the no snitching policies. Okay? So cover your own self, bro. Make sure you covered and doing the right thing. Don't commit the crime, right? Don't be in none of that foolishness, bro. Right? And if it do come down to it, just do the right thing. Do the right thing, bro. Because at the end of the day, the Most High God got the final judgment and say so. Alright? So, I'm going to be up out of here, man. Hey, let's do right. We got to wake up. We the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Let's keep these commandments, man. Let's repent and get our soul prepared for the Most High. Alright? Or fall victim to the rap Game of Thrones. And you too will have your picture on the rap Game of Thrones. Peace.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pop got smoke. Now everybody wanna act hard like they got juice in the world. XXX. We getting X'd out, losing our lives over pussy tail girls. 3 more died, more 3. Somebody tell me, do thugs really cry? It can get cold. Pretty Nipsey when you hustle, then somebody will take your life. Kings die young. Take a look at what they just did to Vaughn. You know they gon' respond. It's like the Game of Thrones. If I pop you, then you pop me, then you know it's gon' be on. Domino effect. Killing each other over things real petty and silly. It seems like they would've learned a lesson when Pac got shot, but they still acting like it's no biggie, really. Too many brothers are dying, too many mothers are crying. Way too many shots be flying. Repent and wait on Zion, New Jerusalem. I know we coming from the slum. Other nations think we dumb, and I don't blame them. Look what we done, we have become the bottom of the barrel. Now we grab our barrels, think it's that it's gonna solve a problem. Eyes on the sparrow, but we keep on shooting arrows, had a problem.